quarterback had a very good game. Was there any thought at all to Fatone, or because he hadn't worked on the script, and where does he figure in things at this point in the season?
Again, I mean, our whole thing has been Grayson starts all the games. We did not really talk seriously about Fatone. Those other two guys that have the majority of the work, but again, we know one thing about Fatone is he's always going to be ready. And if we call upon him, I'm certainly very confident he'll go out there and play very, very well. And again, we expect the other two guys starting with Grayson to perform better. That's their job, that's their role, and again, I think they'll bounce back this week and do that for us.
As far as Bryce goes and giving him time, what are the parameters going forward? Because obviously Grayson was kind of pressing when y'all put Bryce in, but the counter argument could be that you need to stick with the guy the whole way until you. What is your thinking?
Well, obviously, it's been no secret we plan on playing Bryce every game. The only game that he didn't play was the game, obviously, that Grayson was lights out. The plan was to play him in that game. I think Grayson doesn't need to look over his shoulder because Bryce is going to play. So it's just when we decide to put him in depends on situations. We've always wanted to be meaningful snaps, and again, that plan doesn't really change. But in terms of those guys, I mean, again. Grayson's done it before in probably even more of a mixed bag of, hey, he's in, he's out, things like that. That really wasn't the case. But again, performance is a big part of it, and it's getting those guys just some exposure. So again, we don't really change the way we look at things, and the script hasn't changed.
Is that something that Grayson's not prepared for, that if he does have a performance that maybe is lacking, that he will go with Bryce?
Well, I think he's prepared to, no matter whether he's playing well or playing bad, we're probably going to play Bryce. Again, Coach and I talked about in the South Carolina game, I think we were 3 for 3, drives with 2 touchdowns and a field goal, and so that was a pretty easy one. Quite honestly, it's like, hey, he's feeling great. You don't want to screw up, his timing and things like that. But again, it's not just about his performance. There's a plan for Bryce to play.
Coach Rick said he wanted to get you guys into it. The reason you guys brought Bryce in when you did is we're kind of looking for a spark a little bit, kind of left him in there. When you put a guy in to do something like that, I mean, do you pat him on the rear and say, hey, go make a play for us at that point, and that's kind of why he comes in there slinging it around and trying to make plays like he did?
Well, I think, obviously, the thing about Bryce when he goes in there is to say, make good decisions. The talent's there, obviously. He didn't get many plays in the first half, so we came out in the second half. And again, he made a really good throw on the pass that got intercepted for a touchdown. But no, I think, Bryce's big deal is whenever he gets inserted, he just wants to go out there and move the team. I mean, there's no special secret or way of moving the ball. You just got to, read your keys and read your progression and find the open guys and check it down. But again, he's done that for the most part this season.
And with Grayson, his decision making, are you guys emphasizing? Coach Rick mentioned that he may need to throw in some tighter windows, maybe take some chances. Is that something you're emphasizing with him this week, given he did hold on to the ball quite a bit this past week?
Yeah, I think obviously, again, there was some really good coverage at times. Obviously, there's windows. He was a little bit late on one to Malcolm, where a guy kind of flashed on him. He said he kind of lost track of him. Different things go into that. Grayson's got very good ability. He's got very good arm talent. First play of the game, he misses the ball outside by probably 3-4 inches. Malcolm can't quite bring it in, but it wasn't the easiest day to go out there and throw the football, but certainly we should have thrown and caught it better than we did. But Grayson just needs to read his keys. I mean, he can make those throws. All the throws that are out there that we're asking him to do, he can make them. Very, very talented. Just got to do it consistently.